Hello friends, welcome to Developers Tube channel. My name is Ismail Sadagar and today we are going to discuss about the practical examples of dependency injection. So let us go to our topic. Before going to our topic, I want to say that please like, share and subscribe to my channel. As you can see here, I have created one project. Name of the project is dependency injection and this is an MVC web application. And in this MVC web application, I want to show you how to perform the dependency injection, and this is the .NET application. In .NET, the container is not by default present. We need to add the container in the application. So for applying dependency injection, first we have to perform some steps. So I have created some interfaces. This is my iEmployee interface, and it contains one get employee name method, and it is having one property name. And after doing this, I have also created one model class. The name of the model class is employee, and I have implemented iEmployee interface, and I have created employee class. This employee class is containing get employee name, which is present in the iEmployee interface, and I have here given the implementation, and it will return the name property when get employee name gets called. Other interface I have created is I send email. It also contains one property and one send email functionality, and I have I student interface. Here you can see that I have created send email model class. To send email model class I have created by implementing I send email interface, and it contains send email functionality. Other one is student.cs. This class I have created by implementing I student interface, and it gives implementation to get student name method. Now I'll see what I have done for performing dependency injection. Dependency injection means injecting the object or the dependency in a class instead of creating the class by using new keyword. Instead of that, it is created by the dependency injection container and injected into the class which requires the object. Here, this is my home controller. Home controller class contains two variables. Here I have created of type I employee, and the variable name is underscore employee, and this is underscore student, which is of type I student. So when any object is injected, so it will assign that object into these two variables. Here I am using constructor injection for performing the dependency injection. So here I have created two parameters in the constructor of this home controller class. iEmployee is of EMP is of type iEmployee, and student is of type iStudent. So for performing in the dependency injection, we need to first install dependency injection container. Here I have used Unity injection container. So for here you can see that in my references we are having unity.mbc file. This is I have installed from NuGet package, and I will reinstall it. I will remove it and will install it again. So for adding dependency Unity container in our application, we need to go to NuGet package manager, and here I will go to manage NuGet packages, and it will show the install. Here I will type Unity. So you need to select unity.mbc file for MVC application. It allows the dependency injection, and we need to install it. Already I have installed it in my application. First I will uninstall for your understanding purpose. When I will uninstall, this will get some errors in application. This is because these references are removed from our references folder. You can see that we don't have here unity.mbc file, so it is giving the error. And also this is not present because MVC file is not present in the application. So what happens when we install in the app start underscore app start folder? So what happens in the app start folder? Unity.config class is installed, and here we are having some lines which represent where we register our dependencies, but I will remove it first for your understanding purpose. So I have removed this class. Now we don't have anything inside our application, And for adding the Unity dependency container, we need to install the unity.mbc. I will select here. You can see the option install because it is removed from application. I will install it again. So unity.config does not exist. It is saying. So here unity config we are having here. Why this error is coming? So you can see that when I have installed unity.mbc file, we receive the unity.config in app start folder, and it is having register components class here, and we are getting one error global.asax. So in global.asax, we'll resolve this error. So instead of this, we need to write here using unity MVC3. I'm giving the reference here of my project. So now all the errors are gone. So you can see that here I'm using MVC3 because initially my project name was MVC3. So namespaces are created by using this uh, MVC3 name. But after that, I have renamed this application. So at some places, MVC3 is still present. So this Unity config, it is showing in the MVC3 here. So I need to change, but you can see the namespace MVC3. So that's why I need to add that namespace in the unit in our code in the global.asax in the Unity config global.asax we have added, and here Unity config it is taken. Now we need to register our dependencies. So first we'll understand the program in the home controller. In the home controller, I need the object of employee class. But according to dependency injection, we should depend on the abstraction, and abstraction we can achieve by using the interfaces. So we are creating the variables of type interface, and when we create any class by implementing the interface, then that class object can be held by the interface variable here. So in this case, this controller class does not know which object is coming into this parameter, but it only knows about the abstraction, that is the interface. And if we are creating number of classes by using the any interface, so that class object we can return here. So the controller will not be aware of the object name or type of the object, means the class name. And here it is loosely coupled we can achieve, because if we want to change any class, so that class we can change in the Unity config. First I will go to Unity config. So we here want class of object of employee class, because this is my employee class, and object I want object of this employee class, and it is implementing by using interface I employee. So I will go to Unity config class. In the abstract, this will act as a container for it. Here container is created Unity container, and I want to register my class so that dependency injection can return the object of that classes. So I will write here container dot register instance, or register type we can use register type. In register type we need to give first parameter will be the interface. I employee is my interface name, and after that the name of the class which we want here. So I want employee class object. So this I have given. This is the registration of the dependencies here in the container. This is the register component method in the Unity config, and here we are creating the Unity container. In this container we are registering our dependencies. After that I want another register type. Here I want student class is my interface name, and I want the object of student class. So I am here, I will mention here name of the class. Okay. And suppose here another thing is that by default it will return transient object, means for every request new object it will return when we use register type method here. Another one is container dot register type. Here I am writing I send email, comma send email model. So in the Unity config, I will write send email model. So this is here I have registered the types, and here dependency resolver I am using here and set resolver. So first it is this is the registration part of the container. Here we are registering our types, our dependencies which we need, and here we are resolving. Resolution means creating the object when it will find any request related to for this interface. The dependency container will create the object of the class, means it will resolve the dependency. So object of the class will be created and returned back. Now we'll go to our home controller. Before this, I want to show one line in the global.asax. We are having here global.asax file, and here we are having application start event. When this application will run, we need to register the components. So here we have written unity config.register components. So this register component method will be registered here, and all the code will be executed at the time of application start, because this is application start event. Now in the home controller, this is my index method, where home controller will be load, then by index view will come first, links are given, another one is about is there in the application. So at that time what I am doing, when this controller will be load, so constructor will be created. So in this constructor it is having parameter of type I employee and I student. So this is constructor injection I am doing here. In this current constructor dependency injection container will find this I employee, and for this I employee it will return the object of employee class, because in the registration in Unity config we have mentioned for I employee class. So employee class object will return, and for I student it will return student class object. Okay, and another one. So I will run this program and I'll show you the output. So what will happen, we have not used here, you can see that there is no any new keyword is used here. Directly the object will be injected here in these parameters, and because of not using new keyword, we are not directly dependent on the class, we are not dependent on the detail, we are dependent on the abstraction. So this makes the application loosely coupled. Now I will run this, and here you can see that I'm setting the employee name Smile here and student name student1 here. And here I'm calling emp.get employee name of my employee class. When I go to implementation, now here you can see that I'm assigning Smile to this employee object and student1 to this name, student dot name. So name of the student will be student1 and name of the employee will be Smile. And these are the variables of type I employee interface, and this is of type I student. And here the injected object I am assigning into underscore employee of this class, and underscore student I am assigning this student object I am assigning. So now I am running my app. So when the application runs on the page I have here in my views, and I go to view, this property employee name and student name I am attaching here. So this will be shown on my page. So in the browser, loading currently the application, I'll share the browser screen to you. This is my application, and you can see here it is showing smile, comma student1, because in my controller viewback.employee name and viewback.student name. So employee name is smile and student name is student1. You can see here smile, comma student1. Now in the about controller, what I am doing here in the about action method, not the controller, it is the action method of this home controller. So here in about, what I am doing is I am here trying to fetch the student name into the viewback dot student name and get employee name into the employee name. So what will happen, we'll see. Currently, due to the register type, by default the dependency injection controller will inject a fresh new object when for every request, for every when it founds the call to the object. So what we will see what will happen here. So I will go to about. You can see that both are blank here, and here it is showing use this area to provide additional information, and you can see the comma, because I have separated the employee name student name by comma, but here due to the fresh object the properties are not get assigned and it is blank here. I want to show you it's about CSHTML. So here you can see that I have written viewback.employee name, comma viewback.student name, and after that the string is present. Use this area to provide additional information. So here blank is coming, means for every request, fresh object dependency injection container is sending to us. It is because if it will not, it will give the existing object, then the property name should exist and it will be populated there. Now I will show you how to create the singleton object, or how to register in the Unity config in the container, so that the dependency injection container will return the singleton object. So for this, what I will do here, I will write, instead of register type, registered singleton method is there. When I use register singleton method, so only one object of both classes, this employee and student, will be shared for the application, and singleton object is only one object to whole application. Means for means if new session also starts for the application, the object will be the same which is created initially, because singleton object is only one for the application, because we are registering it into the global.asax application start event. You can see this is in the register components, and register component is present in the global.asax. I have registered here unity config register components. So a singleton object will be one. Now I will run, and at both the side it should show the same name, smile and student1. So here I'm running again, and I'll new share. In the browser, first smile and student1 is coming. It is same as previous experience. Now I'll go to about. So in about also smile, comma student1 should come. So you can see here smile, comma student1 is coming, means the same object is shared, and dependency injection has not created the new object, because it is registered by using register singleton type. So this is about dependency injection in MVC we have achieved. Thank you. Bye. And please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Thanks.